Well, it looks like I missed something, and I should have seen it coming. Right now, Penske Media Corp has invested $100 million into Vox for some reason. Of course, Vox is a digital media holding company that owns such brands as The New Yorker magazine, The Verge, Eater, The Cut, and many, many others. The investment values Vox Media at about $300 million, which I think is a little bit high, and it's going to help the company remain independent while weathering a very tough, well, I think that's understating it, a very rough ad market. No, still not enough. A collapsing ad market. There you go. In fact, you can see and reflect on that in this video right here, where we talk about what's happening with the ad tech market right now, which is not good. Now, the two companies will continue to operate separately with editorial and business independence, but they're going to partner commercially. And this is those magical synergies that, well, everybody likes to get excited about. Now, as I mentioned before, Vox Media is more of a digital media holding company with a whole lot of brands out there. Receiving a $100 million investment from Penske Corp is a pretty big deal. You see, the investment values Vox Media at $300 million. Up to $500 million, reports have varied. That's less than the company's annual revenue, but it will provide a lot of resources to help the company obviously weather this particular ad storm. And as part of the investment here, and again, this is a great bit of strategy by Jay Penske, he's going to get to join the board of directors at Vox Media and become the company's largest shareholder. In fact, we'll get to that in just a moment because that's kind of a story in and of itself. The two companies, as I mentioned, are going to operate independently, but they're going to utilize each other's ad tech strategies to partner commercially and hopefully improve the profile of both and essentially shunt ads from one place to another when they work better for the other entities, let's say. Vox Media co-founder Jim Bankoff said, "We couldn't ask for a better partner than Jay and Penske Media to invest in our company's future success and to help us build and accelerate the leading creative and business strength across our organization." Well, that's what you're supposed to say when somebody else hands you a giant check. Jay Penske expressed his admiration of Vox's brands and editorial teams and said that the investment would cement both companies as leaders in modern media. In fact, I quote him here saying, "Our two companies share a similar history of organic and acquisitive growth over time, and it made sense to invest for the future." Well, there's a reason for that. The entire $100 million investment, and this is the catch here for those of you paying attention, is all primary capital, which means that there were no existing shareholders that sold their shares into the deal. In other words, it all came directly from the company. And this particular investment is probably a precursor to maybe a more aggressive move in the future by Penske Media, who actually just did make a aggressive move, if I'm to remember correctly, as far as Dick Clark Productions. I could be wrong there. Maybe. The investment's going to provide, obviously, resources for more acquisitions. That's going to allow Vox Media to continue to buy up these little failing digital brands for some reason. I'm not sure why you want to continue to buy failing entities, but that seems to be Vox's jam. Penske Media Corp has a lot of entertainment brands under its umbrella already, and they're really influential when it comes to trade publications. In fact, their portfolio includes the Rolling Stone, the Hollywood Reporter, and Billboard, and Variety, and a whole lot of other things as well. The company's begun investing in event franchises such as South by Southwest and the Life is Beautiful festival. So they really are spreading out, casting a wide and diverse investment net, which makes sense. Now, deals like this are never done in a vacuum, and of course you always use an intermediary. In this case, it was LionTree. They acted as the financial advisor to Vox Media, while you had a different entity named White and Case act on behalf of Penske. So those two companies were probably compensated handsomely. These two companies have always traveled in the same circles, so to speak, and are both very dependent on digital ad tech to survive. With ad tech right now contracting, it makes sense to find a partner to help offset some of the future losses. And with that, I'll end the video the same way I always do. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye.